Geordie Retro Chasers, back out in the wild. What's happening, Internet? What's happening, YouTube? Welcome back to another Hunting in the Wild episode here on Geordie Retro Chasers. What we do is we head out into our local boot fairs here in the northeast, trying to find some of that nostalgic goodness that we love on the Geordie Retro Chasers. Whether it's video games, toys, movies, or books, or anything like that that carries that nostalgic feeling from the 80s and 90s, we'll feature it on this channel. So like I said, we've been back to our local boot fair, having a wander around, seeing what we can pick up, and then as per usual, we'll come back here, have a look at what we grabbed, how much we paid for it, and then we'll have a look at the pickups through the week. So, without further ado, and as per usual, me shit cracking on, let's get out there, let's have a look, and let's see what we picked up this week. Let's go. Alright guys, here we are at the car boot fair. It is Sunday morning, it is raining, it is cold. We are definitely in the northeast, but let's have a little wander around, see what we can find, see if we can pick anything up. And then there's a small matter of the Magpies after this. Cheeky 3 points against the Villa would be nice. Let's do this. Well lads, the bag's still here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to walk round, see if there's anything else. If there's not, we'll come back and we'll see if we can do a deal on the bag. Look. You want the 100 for the pair? Did you say? Yeah. I was just wondering what the manufacturer was, but it's Mescot. Yeah, I really like them. A little bit out of my price range.
Oh, I got a great idea, you guys! Slick shoes! Slick shoes? Are you crazy?
Interesting top drops, guys. I used to play it as a kid, but don't think I collect them. That one's a pretty sweet toy, though. Probably not for me, like, but happy days. Oh, you do videos here, guys? Anyone was a Star Trek fan? Typical. Tell you what I do love though. I do love these cardboard sleeves. Guys, just might sum up this boot fair so far. We're about an old school relic, guys. If you haven't seen this film, go home and watch it. It is an absolute baller. Oh! Shit! Away! I'll stretch Armstrong there. Is he original? No, 2016. Never mind. Nice. I said nice one, brother. I said nice one, brother. Oh. Hello. Who are you, buddy? What a show that was. Get out.
What a night. Lasted 3 days. She sent me out for a pan of sausage for a tea. And me a wee mate. Next thing you know, it's Thursday.
No, there was some bangers on there. Still bangers. Some more US ones here. 2 weeks in a row we found some 3DS games. Let's have a look what we've got. Pick up Mama. Nah, nothing there for me. Oh. Anyone into Family Guy box sets? A little bit cutthroat this one. Everyone out for themselves. Now that is a proper Christmas film. Anyone else think Gremlins is a Christmas film? If you don't, you can simply get in the sea. We could be on the verge of picking up our first pickup. Let's see how much the gentleman wants for this.
Lemony fresh.
Look at that, guys. Now that is old school. Really old school. And this one too. Jesus Christ. There for me. bad. Oh, I'll get that. Where would I use it? Like, I've been to SeaWorld for you guys. Dated 1998. Agree or disagree with SeaWorld? Let me know in the comments before.
Go, Willie, go!
The greatest adventure of the summer. Free Willy.
The match to Stretch Armstrong was just found. We've got out Stretchy Scooby. When's he dated? Has he got a date on him? Nah, he doesn't. Never mind. Onwards. Yeah. Oh, he's pretty minty. Do you have a date on him? 1983, 1987 and 1980. Let's see how much he wants for the Garfield book. How much is your Garfield book, Pat?
40 pence.
Yeah.
Anything on the left, £3
Oh, hello. Wah, wah, wah. This is the second time we've seen this. I think it's trying to hint for us to take it home. Not that I ever would. But in the meantime, I'll have a pee, please, Bob. What in the blazes game of old school football is this? Look at that. I love how they've just stuck that on the side. Yes, look at that. Bobby even had his comb over back in the day. Big shout out, big Bobby Charlton, North East legend. Oh, yeah. Look at what is hiding in here. Oh, we should have bought this to go with our Taz Walkman. Let's have a look what else we got. Yes, lads. Come on, boyos. We got the box set at home, never mind. We'll cut the curd there.
Yeah, that was... Oh, we had one of these when I was a kid.
Look at that, guys. Now, he is a relic. Nice piece of kit. With the old guys. Haven't seen the Lego bits like that for a while. What's that? Late 80s, maybe early 90s? Nice. Welcome back to Chase HQ. You know, in the last episode of Hunting in the Wild, we had some real good success at the car boot fairs. Unfortunately, not as lucky this week. Of course, hunting is all about the peaks and the troughs, so you take the rough with the smooth. So without further ado, let's get in, because we did buy a few little bits. Let's have a look at what we picked up this week. As per usual, guys, kicking off with our little knick-knacky bits that we picked up. These are the tiny little items that I think we only paid about 50 pence for. They're really small, so let's have a little look-see at them. First one was a tiny little Krusty the Clown. Have no idea. I think he might be from either the chess set or something like that. So, to kick us off, because we know we're a big Simpsons fan, he was literally 20p, tiny little Krusty the Clown. And then I have no idea why or where this come from, but I presume Mrs. GRC, just picked that nice big hair off him, Mrs. GRC must have picked him up. She is a massive fan of M&M's merch. So to kick us off, not the greatest two little bits for the sake of less than £1. And then as we wandered round, I found a couple of little items again, which were only 40p each. In fact, they were 40p each or 3 for £1. And because I wanted to take them with us, I actually gave the lady £1 for the 2. So let's have a quick butcher's at what they were. The first one was a copy of good old Brain Training on the Nintendo DS. You know, yeah, it is one of the most common games ever. I see them at every single car boot fairs. But just to look inside, there's the DS game there. There's all the manual. You cannot tell me you would turn down the Brain Training complete on DS for 40 pence. Bosh. And along with that was this other item, which you'll have seen in the footage. It was the Garfield Gallery. Now, the Garfield Gallery is dated. As we said, it was first published in the UK in 1984. First published as a paperback in 83. And then the fifth impression, which I presume is probably the one we've got, was 1987, which would make me a 6-year-old. So it definitely holds that nostalgic feel. When you open the book inside, the pages are still absolutely immaculate. So again, you know, if you're a subscriber to this channel, you'll know we're big Garfield fans. So for the sake of 40 pence, to bundle it up with that little DS game, we brought home the Garfield Gallery. Sweet. And then the second last little purchase we picked up was the good old Ghostbusters movie graphic book. Now, I presume this may have came out the DVD box set, but inside is everything you'll want to know about the making of Ghostbusters. One of the biggest influences on my childhood was this as a movie. And of course, the director has sadly just passed away today, so rest in peace, my good man, Ivan Reitman. So yeah, to add this for the sake, I think this was only 50 pence again. You know, we've only made little pickups this week. Happy with that though, for 50p. Sweet as a nut. All right, let's have a look at something Mrs. GRC grabbed. And she's not exactly vintage because she is dated 2005, but we couldn't leave this very lovely, large Marge Simpson plushie for the sake of a quid. Big shout out, Marge Simpson.
Take that, Marge.
And the boot fair pickup of the week goes to the vintage Looney Tunes and Tasmanian Devil Walkman. Now, when I first seen this, I thought it might have been, you remember the old Sony Sports Walkmans, but unfortunately it wasn't. But fortunately for us, it was still a really cool piece, and we only paid £4 for him. I've tried to do a little bit of research online to sort of find out what year he was from, or, you know, put a potential value on him, and I couldn't find anything online. So if you can help me out in the comments below, let me know. Did you own this as a kid? Have you ever tried one? Have you ever played with one? So let's get some batteries in him. Let's see if he works. And we should have picked up those cassettes that we featured in the footage, but I didn't, so never mind. But the pickup of the week from the boot fair goes to the Looney Tunes Walkman. All right, guys, we made a couple of non-related boot fair pickups, so let's have a little spy at those now. And the first two are two solid additions to the GameCube collection. Couldn't get your words out there. The first one, of course, is Star Wars Rogue Leader. And of course, the second one is the game 13. If you haven't played this game, I think I played through it on the PS2. The art style and the way the game plays, it's a first-person shooter. Honestly, get yourself a copy of this. You could probably pick it up reasonably cheap. I think I've just paid about £7, if that, for this copy. Like I said, I played through it on the PS2. It is 100% worth your time to have a little playthrough if you've never done it. So big shout out 13. And you can never go wrong with the old Star Wars Rogue Leaders on the GameCube. Lush. And to round our video off nicely with the last pickup of the last 7 days, it was a little mini controller for the little hands of Junior GRC when she plays on the Switch. Let's have a little look-see inside of this now. When we are playing on the Switch, you know, she does hold the controller, but it is a little bit, you know, big for her hands. She is only 4. So, Mrs. GRC seen this in wherever it was. I don't know if it was Smith's for £15. And there it is. It is perfect for little fingers. So now me and Junior GRC can both play 2-player on the Switch. Happy days. Thank you very much, Mrs. GRC. Alright guys, that's it. That is our video for this week. Boot fairs were a little bit barren, but you know, we take the rough with the smooth. The week before, you know, we had a real peak. This week we just had a low. It is what it is. As I've said before, it's all about the thrill of the chase. If you haven't already, go back and watch our video that we launched on Sunday, which would have been our visit to the Northern Toy Fair Gateshead Edition, February 2022. That is now live and active, so go and have a look and give us some love. And last but not least, do me a huge favour on this video. If you could give me a subscribe if you haven't already, drop me a like on this video because it goes towards helping the channel so much. Or even just share this video and give your friends a laugh, or let them come and give me some grief. Right guys, thank you very much for tuning in once again. We'll see you next week. We'll be back out in the wild as per usual. Hopefully, you know, the boot fairs are starting to fill up. Oh, and also, by the way, the weather was horrendous on Sunday. You know, so one of the things about living in the Northeast is we've got to deal with the weather. And if the weather's crap, then you tend to not get as many vendors. So from me, Mrs. GRC and Junior GRC, we cannot thank you enough for making it this far. We hope you have a lovely week, and we'll catch you on the flip side when we launch the next video. Peace, guys.